Solberg thinks blue is still the colour, as he and the mighty Subaru chain aim to regain past glories and once again to look their very best.
I reckon so. Things works quite good now. We are working all the time to get things better, so let's hope so.
And there's even more good news for David and the Subaru team. Peter Solberg has climbed up 3 places on stage 6. He's now 7th and gets things up with the lead.
But there's desperate disappointment for Solberg and Subaru on the way back to service.
Monte Carlo for me, it's incredible. The oil cooler broke now on the road section after the last stage, back to service, and that was finished. No chance at all.
Do you think you'll restart tomorrow?
The engine is broken.
The oil leak has caused irreparable damage to the Impreza's engine. It's rally over for the unfortunate Norwegian. So what about the challenge of Peter Solberg, who's promised to make early amends for his disappointing start to the season in Monte Carlo?
6 left on 30. Slow keep left of an extra long crash to the 4 right
Let's join Paul here again.
3. 80. Right to the last crash.
Dismal start to his season in Monte Carlo with retirement and no points. Solberg is desperate to get to a good finish under his belt. Promise to attack from the word
keep
go.
left of a jump 40. Black crest 150. Jump 100.
Certainly living up to his promise here. Look at this commitment over this series of jumps.
Titans 4 of a crest.
Oh, that did not sound good though. There's obviously a problem. Peter tweaking the controls there, that this sounds very bad indeed.
3. Back, what's happened? Keep right of a crest into 6 left of a crest, half long. 30.
A broken drive shaft, unbelievable on the very first stage of the rally. His challenge for victory looks like it could be over before it's begun. This is going to cost a lot of time.
Titans 4.
I can't believe that this is not right, huh?
Just isn't happening.
This is not fair.
Just isn't happening, is it?
Whatever god he's offended, the punishment seems severe. In Monte, an oil leak ended his rally. In Sweden, a faulty drive shaft.
Now we have to do something anyway, because after broken the drive shaft now, it's just... I can't... how is it possible? You know? All the time?
He's clearly disappointed. The Norwegian flag's already drooping. While Petter prays for a change of fortune, his mechanics try to make their own luck, replacing that drive shaft in a busy first service.
But back quickly to the start line, and it's Chris Atkinson next onto stage 3. Remember, Subaru was stayed in lap work, predicting some podium finishes for Atkinson this year. He's handily placed at the moment in 5th place. Oh, whoa, that's a classic mistake to make on the Sweden rally. He's tried to bounce off that snowbank, but instead, he's right into it.
Damage the front. Get out. Supervision, we're just stuck on the side of the road on the snowbank at the start of the stage.
Well, there are plenty of spectators, as always, in Sweden to help push the Subaru Impreza out of the snowbank. But you can see the expression on Chris Atkinson's face there. He's not a happy man. Well, they've got him back on the road, so he should get away now. Oh, he's stalled as well. It's not turning into a good day for the whole Subaru team. He does get moving, but he's certainly going to have lost his 5th place. Another error from the Australian. We're hearing that he has got power steering failure after that off, so perhaps understandable, but it's going to cost him a lot of time.
Solberg on the leaderboard, aggravation on day 1 and more irritation on day 2. A spin on the final stage after gearbox problems all afternoon. While brother Henning hasn't learned his lesson not to mess with snowbanks and features his 307 not on the stage, but rather embarrassingly back in the service park. That may have been the biggest upset of the day, but Grandpom's not the only one to have hit trouble. Here we are with Chris Atkinson on the very next stage. He's running 4th overall.
80 with a puncher. Corse left the middle crest in the late hug, 6 right pass, continues off
The
canvas, don't go
Australian, more
wide,
often
break
than he's
30.
wanted, has been up for the Best Smash of the Rally award. And he's entered that category again. He's actually rolled down the hillside onto the road below. It does get going again.
Okay, yeah, just keep an eye on tech, just keep an eye on this thing, it's rubbing the race all for that. Okay, understand.
The team tell him to be careful. He risks destroying the engine, which would definitely end his rally.
40, brake press,
But the
short
car's
left,
too
40.
damaged to continue.
Don't cut long, 5 right open, long, 30. We can't do this. Okay. Stop. Supervision, Phil, how far in are they going again? No, we're still.
Atkinson and co-driver Glenn McNeil shaken as well as stirred. The harnesses may have kept them safe from harm, but the car is far from okay.
Obviously the rally was going perfectly for us. We were doing exactly to plan, and then unfortunately in the middle of the road, just back up the road, we hit a rock and it punctured that rim there and actually smashed the rim and broke the tyre. In the next corner I didn't make it round with the broken tyre and we rolled. Superficial damage, but just really disappointing. We'll wait and see what the crew reckon, but I'm sure the guys will be keen to put in some long hours and hopefully get us back out there so we can maybe score some manufacturer points.
Good luck to the Subaru mechanics. He moves up to 6th, overhauling Petter Solberg. The Norwegian's complaining of too much understeer, but even that doesn't really explain his performance. And this spin will cost him yet more seconds. Subaru's poor start to the season seemed to have taken a turn for the better in Mexico. But here in Spain, they're looking distinctly lacklustre. So here's the evidence of Solberg's decline and fall. The 2003 world champion now 7th overall, behind drivers with considerably less experience.
Petter, you're going down the leaderboard fast. What's the problem?
Well, we had the spin now and we had the soft tire on. Not perfect, but that's how it is. We tried to go with a soft one to see if we got more traction, but it didn't work.
How frustrating is this period for you? Because you're way off the pace in reality.
Yeah, now of course we were far away, definitely, but we will see. We will put all the tire back on now, so we'll see if we can climb a little bit again.
You must be looking forward to the gravel again.
This is something we have to go through, and that's how it is.
The best drivers in the world, even one as good as the 2003 world champion.
2 left minus touches,
Petter Solberg's had a trying season, a podium in Mexico, but he fails to show for his efforts, and tarmac of course isn't his favourite surface, nor does his car tyre package seem so well suited to the conditions.
2 left.
And here just a hair's breadth from going over the edge. Petter seems to have been feeling the pressure of late, and this will certainly frustrate him.
6 right, 2 cut, 2 left,
The exhaust was flattened in the incident.
6 up, 6 left minus half long.
I take it calm because of the exhaust.
Yeah, okay, to
Petter's
crash
had a
shot, 6
co-driver
right
Phil
minus
Mills,
50,
but he'll
keep
have
right
to
of the
ease
crest,
off
2
for
left
the rest
minus.
of the stage.
And 5 right bus, opens
He loses
50.
power because the engine can't get rid of the exhaust fumes. He drops nearly a minute and a half.
Down the stiffer, incredible.
I can see.
And there's the evidence of that impact with the bank as he slid on the narrow stage. And evidence too of his annoyance, Petter refusing to talk to the reporters at the end of the stage. So, troubles galore on stage 1, but few so sickened by yet more misfortune than Subaru's Petter Solberg. The Norwegian hoping the engineers at service can guide him and Phil Mills through some roadside repairs. And he's still not keen to talk to reporters.
We don't have time now, guys. Talk. I just said to the guy, we don't have time to talk.
The crumpled exhaust's just the tip of the iceberg. Apparently, the gearbox is affected too. Solberg unlikely to make up any time before real repairs at service. Similarly disappointing is Stefan Sauzan, one place behind him. He's been off the pace all day. His spin didn't help. The fans enjoying proof that these drivers are human after all. Teammate Chris Atkinson had even worse problems, damaging the exhaust when he slid wide. The transmission also started overheating and he couldn't change gear.
I've lost in the gearbox. Can you move? It's just stuck. Supervision for Glenn. If you're experiencing so much smoke, you must stop and make sure there's no fire in the
But
car,
matters would have been far worse if co-driver Glenn McMillan had stepped into the path of the following car. Solberg, who was running fourth, remember, suffers a couple of punctures to his Pirelli tyres on stage 5. That cost him 50 seconds and 2 places. But on the final stage of the day, the final straw. Another puncture. Petter, considering his options, decides it's better to take a 5-minute penalty for not finishing the stage than to risk causing terminal damage to the Impreza. And if you want to know how much this really hurts, here's the answer.
Okay. Petter, more disappointment for you this year. What happened?
I had few problems who made us retire, and that happens, yeah.
What were the problems? Was it the Pirelli tyres?
We had some problems, you know, everything happens on the rally, and it's very difficult to talk about it all the time. But we retired, and that's it. We lost many minutes.
What's your response to this? What can the team do, and what can Pirelli do to get on the pace?
Talk to the guys in charge in the team. They have a better answer.
You're clearly finding this very difficult. Paul, you have one very, very unhappy and disappointed rally driver.
And not just a rally driver, a team as well. You know, it's a team effort, not just down to the driver. But you know, Petter's obviously very disappointed having to stop the car in that last stage due to having no rear tyre. Simply, we've had 3 punches on that loop. Some of the punches, I believe, but I haven't seen the tyres yet, were caused by maybe clipping a rock. You know, we haven't got all the information yet, but we had to stop the car because it just couldn't continue. It was not safe to do that.
How uneasy is that relationship between Pirelli and Subaru at the moment?
It's not uneasy. You just got to forget that completely. We're in partners with Pirelli, like any team partner. We have to work forward with them. We have a development program. We have to find a way of being competitive in all environments, whether it's on the tarmac or the gravel, and that's what we'll continue to do.
And 13 kilometres for Petter Solberg too, of course. If he wants to make up those 11 seconds on Välimäki and claim 6th place. But Petter's steering rack has broken. His chance of overhauling Välimäki has gone. And the unfortunate Norwegian falls back down the leaderboard. He can only limp towards the finish in 9th place. And that isn't the end of the bad luck for Subaru. Chris Atkinson has delivered a mature performance, but on the very last stage of the rally, just 5 kilometres to go before he could have claimed 5th place.
Supervision, we're off the road on the edge of the road, trying to get back on.
Instead, rally over.
At 8.3k. No!
Intense disappointment for the Australian crew, compounding another miserable weekend for the team. So it seems as if things are looking up for Subaru. But with all the mechanical problems the team have had this year, there's no room for complacency.
Very long, 6 right and 5 left. Something broken. Diff lock on? Diff lock is it?
And the curse has hit Chris Atkinson running 6th overall. A broken drive shaft and 2 more stages before service. He'll lose a lot of ground. Nearly a minute and a half on stage 3, sending him tumbling down the table. And the news for Subaru gets worse. Here's Petter on the road section. After punctures cost him the chance of a podium in Sardegna, he's suffering again. 2 already after just 35 kilometres. Just as well he's allowed to have 2 spare tyres in the back of the car. But problems aside, there's Petter in 2nd place. As for his teammate, he's well down the order, and it isn't getting any better.
But it's been a disappointing day so far for Petter Solberg. He's already a minute behind the leader and now half a minute down on Sebastian Loeb. Looks like a very uncomfortable ride inside the car there.
Keep left of a crest.
Oh no, not again. His paddle gear shift has come away in his hands. The same problem that happened in Argentina. He can use the manual shift, but this is very frustrating. He continues to reach for an imaginary paddle.
The 4 left minus of a crest opens our block.
This has certainly destroyed any lingering hope of catching Sebastian Loeb before the day is out. He's definitely going to lose more time to the Cyprus driver here.
Opens 30. Flying the 5 right bus over crest half long, keep in the narrow crest. 6 left bus, go crest.
Yes,
2 left
another
minus.
21.5 seconds lost.
No gear stick on there.
The gear lever broke again, and
Need them all grips again.
it's incredible, incredible.
Why? What caused it? The roughness of the stage?
And then I hit it there, you know. You drive like this, so hit it a little bit, and it was very rough, you know, very rough.
Seconds back, Mikko Hirvonen remains 4th and Danny Sordo's up to 5th. And there's even more Greek drama for Petter. In fact, forget Greek drama, it's proving to be a Greek tragedy as he has to stop again on the road section.
You've stopped. What's happened?
He just came around the corner over here. It was a very narrow piece, and car came against us, and it's very, very narrow there. And rock have fallen down from the side, and we braked, we almost hit him. And then we hit that rock who was on the right side and broke the steering arm straight away. Incredible. I just can't believe it.
Yet again, his hopes dashed. He'll restart tomorrow, but his face shows his feelings. Kilometres of competitive driving. But there's drama in Rally Deutschland before the competitive driving even starts. Petter Solberg's had a couple of good runs through the shakedown practice stage and has improved in Trexer. Then made some setup changes which caused it to understeer. He goes off the right line and into the trees. That looks expensive. Let's see it from his point of view. Off the racing line there, onto loose gravel, and goodbye bodywork and rear wheel. Petter and co-driver Phil Mills unharmed, but their mechanics will have to work into the night to get the car ready for tomorrow morning's 8:30 start. Maybe it's not such a bad omen. The last time the Norwegian wrecked his car in shakedown was Corsica 2003, where he went on to claim his first tarmac victory. So at the opening ceremony in the historic town of Trier, Petter and Phil crossed the start ramp on foot.
Well, I hate to say it, but that engine doesn't sound too healthy. He's never really got to grips with this challenging rally. His best finish the date was 7th last year.
Flat 6 right bus, keep in, opens out long 200. Minus 5 on Grano. 6 right bus. No.
Oh, this definitely doesn't sound good.
Just find somewhere to put it.
He was flat out in 6th gear there, and this is surely terminal damage for the Impreza's engine.
Supervision film. Off the road, but Supervision film. Kill. Yeah, we stopped engine.
His fortunes must surely change for the better eventually, but for now it's more disappointment for Petter and co-driver Phil Mills. The sign says OK, but Solberg's patience is surely anything but.
The highest placed Subaru on the final day is that of Stefan Sarazan. Or rather, it was.
100 metres.
Straight on into junction and off into the ditch. Spectators help him to get the car back on the road. But the Impreza is too badly damaged for Sarazan to continue. That means neither nominated Subaru will make it to the finish.
30, 6 right minus, tightens over crest, keep in 100.
5 left.
He's still correcting Mills right down to the finish.
Strike right.
Just
Strike right 150, 6 left half long, cut 30, 6 right.
Nearly a minute and 56 seconds lost on one stage.
Absolute load of
I didn't want to take any risk. Pace those up. They're going too slow, Phil, that's why.
Petter, what's the problem?
We have a problem.
What is the problem?
A big problem. That's all I can say.
You're being diplomatic. Any hints? Is it engine?
It's a problem, you know, that's... Never fix it when they're coming back.
Can you do something about it in service?
Yeah.
Disappointment for you?
Yeah.
Impreza. The Australian. His Stobart VK Ford has lost boost and he'd been crawling along. He pulled over to let Atkinson pass and couldn't get back out of the ditch. Fresh from his best result of the season, 4th in Japan, Chris Atkinson is 6th at this early stage. His Subaru's suffering some traction problems. That's only the start of the problems as far as his teammates concerned. Petter Solberg's also incurred a 10-second penalty for a jump start on stage 2. The morning ends on a positive note with the fastest time on stage 4, but it doesn't appear to cheer the Norwegian.
What can I say? We have so many problems, so I can't think about anything else. It's overheating through almost the whole stage, but I know no traction. 0 traction on the front. Same as lost the rear brakes and...
So the pressure from behind looks like it could be relieved for Petter Solberg.
Double tightens. Yeah.
Oh no, but now
20.
Petter's hit problems
Big
too.
tight open left.
Unbelievable, the Norwegian's run of miserable
one
luck
right,
is showing
double
no
tightens,
sign of
in.
letting up. There is a
Shot one
serious
left.
transmission failure and he's unable to get the
2
Impreza
right minus
into gear.
tightens. 1. No problem with the gearbox, we're going slowly, okay? Needs 4 right plus, tightens, 2 minus
They've
tightens.
reported
1
the
keep
problem
in,
to the Subaru
50.
team back at service, and this
Short
is becoming
heavy, left
all too
tightens.
familiar. He's slowly grinding to a halt, and what on earth must be going through his mind here?
Yeah, we've stopped. How close is the next car, Ken? We're stuck in the road.
Second gear.
This car is just under 1k, guard, there's no way contacting if you want him over. 1k behind us then. Okay, we're moving in 1 gear only, but keep an eye on that track, okay?
He's finally got it into 2nd gear and limps away, but with another stage still to run this afternoon, this is not looking good for the former world champion. Danny Sordo, meanwhile.
Another solid performance from the Austrian in 4th place with 1 day remaining. Chris Atkinson running in 5th is the highest placed Subaru, heading for another strong result following his 4th place finish in Japan. And then this.
40, danger, brake 7 left, then tight narrow 4 minus.
The engine stalled after braking, and he lost traction. He can't get back on stage. His day's rallying ends here.
The car stopped and we slid off the road. Supervision, we're off the...
That promotes Tony Gardemeister up to 5th and Xavier Pons to 6th. With delays caused by Sordo's crash forced the organisers to cancel stage 21. So the crews headed straight to stage 22 for the final 13 kilometres of the Cyprus rally. Petter Solberg suffered punctures, loss of traction, failing brakes, an overheating engine and suspension problems, and more frustration for the Norwegian here. Damage caused by an impact means he crawls through the stage and drops to 8th. behind his brother Henning, who's heading home in 7th. And assuming he finishes, he'll get 4 points for his team. He'll be back in the second car to score manufacturers' points for OMV Peugeot in all the remaining events this season.
There seems little that Mikko can do about catching the man in second, though. There's no chance of success for Petter Solberg or his Subaru team in either championship. But as we've already heard, the Norwegian is very happy with his performance and the improvements to the Impreza this weekend. Oh, but this looks like yet more bad luck for Petter. A big impact with a rock there, and this has caused irreparable damage to the car. The news soon filters through to the Ford team back at the service park.
-13, McRae -13.
Costly's 14 on McRae as well.
Copied, thank you. Be aware that Petter is at the moment stopped 4Ks into the stage. We understand he's in a ditch.
Understood.
So, Marcus Gronholm's closest rival is out, leaving the Finn with a huge advantage in the lead. Which is something Solberg most definitely isn't, and he has a huge rock to blame for yet another weekend of frustration.
I think my brother hit it, and it went up a little bit further, and Mikko almost went off here, and then the front went up in the air, jumped out, and then sideways in here into the ditch. So that's how it is, but we have to look forward to the next rally.
Well, let's get back to the action with someone who's had a rather better morning, the new Aussie leader of Rally Australia.
And what a terrific event the hometown hero is having.
Narrow 6 left, -30. 8 right, -10.
Oh no, but he's lost control here. What a disappointment for Atkinson after such a fantastic run. That's the end of his hopes of a debut win. The car isn't too badly damaged, but it's beached at the side of the road. It's actually caught fire, and it's not long before his extinguisher runs out. He's forced to flag down compatriot and production WRC driver Dean Herridge to borrow his extinguisher.
Just relax, mate. Just sit here. Take your helmet off. Leave it on. Don't get too close to him if it ignites.
And that's the end of Atkinson's day.
Now to catch up with some action outside the top 5. It's been a frustrating rally for Petter Solberg. After showing improved pace in Australia, you might have expected a better performance here, but he's been unable to challenge the leaders. Block health failed intercom on stage 6 and drive shaft problems on stage 8. It's his 32nd birthday, but you get the feeling he won't be doing much celebrating. He's holding 6th. His teammate Chris Atkinson had been moving up the leaderboard. He took the final points position on stage 6 when he, like Solberg, also reported intercom problems. Even so, he went on to win stages 7 and 8.
Right, minus. There.
Before disaster on stage 9. The Impreza hit a rock after that blind crest and it took a tyre off. One of those unfortunate rallying incidents. The Australians retired and won't re-enter on day 3. Co-driver Glenn McNeil inspecting the innocent-looking chunk of stone that ended their rally.
3, 2, 1.
Strong finish for the day. Saw him closing level on leader Marcus Gronholm. He begins the second morning 25.8 seconds behind the Finn. Sets off determined to close the gap further.
6 right, minus tightens, keep in, 20, keep right of the crest, and 5 left first of the crest, half long, tightens, 4, tightens, 3 tightens, and neat, 6 right, extra long, tightens, 5 plus, half long, over crest, 16, keep right of the crest.
Oh, but a mistake here from Solberg. He seemed to carry a bit too much speed into that corner. And that's certainly not going to help his efforts on catching Gronholm. The car's stuck at the side of the road. Luckily, some nearby spectators are on hand to help push out the Impreza. But he's going to lose a lot of time here.
Okay, get it together then, okay.
Calming words from co-driver Phil
Keep
Mills,
right to the crest and 4 left first of the crest, tightens, 2.
A real chance of closing on Solberg. Using virtual spectator, we can compare the two as they arrive at this corner. And although Petter is behind Stodd at this point, he's a lot later on the brakes as they close on the corner and arrives 18 kilometres an hour faster. And that seems to have made all the difference. Here comes Solberg now.
Keep right of a long
And
crest.
look at the clock. This is going to be a long way off the time set by Stoll.
Black crest, 80.
His second place is a distant memory. He's now 48 seconds behind Stoll in third.
Clearly a big problem.
On earth is it like driving on a stage where it's so slippery, it's been raining terribly with no steering?
Not easy.
Can you fight back tomorrow?
Well, we will see. We will see. We have to first come down to super special.